Okay, now we will start chapter 16. Who will do this work? Chapter 16 activity book. We will write the answers and you just follow these. Okay, and again I am repeating, in offline video I have explained this chapter and you go through it. If you are having any problem, any kind of explanation you need it, you can ask me in your live class. Okay, thank you. Now we will start. Who will do this work? Page number 71. So it is page 71. So what will be the answer? Gandhiji believed in dash of all and freedom of the occupation. Anybody is interested to give the answer? What will be the answer? It should be Gandhiji believed in work. So number 1 is work. And number 2, even today our society is categorized on the basis of, who will write? On the basis of caste. Very good. Second one is caste. And the third, fill in the blanks. Rishabh has given the correct. Rishabh, you didn't write the E. It should be C-A-S-T-E. Okay. And third one is, in Gandhiji ashram everybody had to do various kind of work. Very good. Srijan has given, it should be work. Now the fourth one is, what will be the fourth one? School children from dash community are forced to clean toilet. Who will write this? Fourth one? Write fast. Archishman is writing. Write fast. Don't use, actually you are right, lower caste, or you can say the Dalit persons, but here it is given the particular community, so we will write particular. Okay, don't write these type of things. Nowadays we are not using those. Okay, so the fourth one is particular. Particular. Now the fifth answer, what would be the fifth answer? Gandhiji used to say that dash should do every kind of work. Every person. Very good. So write down every person. Okay. Now turn over the page. So the first one is work, second one is caste, third one is again work, fourth is particular, and the fifth one is every person. Now turn over your page and it is given here, answer the following question. We will write question 2. Answer the following questions. Answer the following question. And number 1, first question, what did Gandhiji propagate? So write down the biggest propagation. The biggest propagation of Gandhiji is the peaceful way of protest against the negative against the negative aspects of our society, like untouchability. Untouchability. Okay, so this is the answer. What he has propagated, the biggest propagation of Gandhiji is the peaceful way of protest against the negative aspects of our society like untouchability. Okay, now the next answer to is given here. Question 2, who are untouchables? Who are untouchables? Write down the community the community of the cleaners, the community of the cleaners, who clean the toilets, who clean the toilets, known as Dalit, and categorized as characterized as untouchables. Okay, so the second answer, the community of the cleaners who clean the toilets, known as Dalit and categorized as untouchables. Clear to you? Yes. Characterized as untouchables. Now, question 3. Does untouchability exist in India even today? So write down answer 3. In big cities of India, untouchability do not exist. But in remote areas but in remote areas and in interiors of village and in interiors of village area still it exists. Okay, so in big cities of India, untouchability do not exist, but in remote areas and in interiors of village area, still it exists. Rishabh, why are you sending this kind of emojis and all that? Don't do in the class, okay? Don't do this kind of thing in the class. Now the next one is, or the fourth answer, why in your opinion were community of the cleaners disallowed to do other work despite being qualified? So here community of the cleaners disallowed to do other work despite being qualified. We are starting it here. It happens because if we'll join the question, it will become too long answer. Okay. No need of sorry dear, but don't do this, otherwise everyone's attraction goes towards you, no, that what type of emojis you are sending, so it distract the class. It will be better if you'll do after the class. Okay, thank you. Now write down, it happens because it happens because of our narrow thinking. Because of our narrow thinking, we think thinking. Now write down cleaning, sweeping, etc. are looked down upon. Are looked down upon. Looked down upon, and the communities doing it are exploited and not exploited and not allowed and not allowed to do other work. So write up till this, and if you have any kind of problem you can ask, write the answers. Write the answers. It happens because of our narrow thinking. Cleaning, sweeping, etc. are looked down upon, and the communities doing it are exploited and not allowed to do other work. So write it down, and then the other questions we will write in the next tomorrow offline video. I will give the other answers. Okay, so you write it down. Once I will repeat the answer so that it will be better. You can get the points whatever I have written here. First answer: the biggest propagation of Gandhiji is the peaceful way of the biggest propagation of Gandhiji is the peaceful way of protest against the negative aspects of our society like untouchability. Okay, and then answer 2: the community of the cleaners who clean the toilets, known as Dalit and categorized as untouchables. Answer 3: in big cities of India, untouchability do not exist. In big cities of India, untouchability do not exist, because now we are educating, no? So education brings it that there is no such as untouchability. So it do not exist. But when you go in the interiors of the village, remote places, you will find it. So I have written do not exist, but in remote areas and in interiors of the village area, still it exists. Answer 4: it happens because of our narrow thinking, because we think, no, who are touching these kind of garbage, they are untouchable, they are not so clean, but these all are our wrong thinking, and this is our narrow thinking. That's why it happens because of our narrow thinking. Cleaning, sweeping, etc. are looked down upon, and the communities doing it are exploited and not allowed to do other work. Okay, so that's all for the day, and the remaining questions we will do. What is the meaning of remote? Remote means the areas which are not very near to the city, which are in a deserted places, or you can say they are in a very far distance places from our civilized society. They are being in the village sides or interior in the jungle. Some tribals are there, so these type of groups, they are living in the remote areas. Okay, small villages in a lonely place, yes. So just like in the interiors of the jungle or far away in the village, a small, very small village, but no other cities, big cities and other good township is near to that village or the group of the people, those areas are called the remote areas. Okay, which are not just, yes. Now please give your attendance so that I can write down, and thank you for having the class, and whatever remaining you will do in the next class. Okay, okay Archishman, bye bye everybody, bye bye. Okay, thank you.